Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. The House Regulated Industry Committee is now convened. I want to welcome everybody here. Cut your cell phones off if you don't mind, including myself if it'll cut off.
Randy Robertson's bill first, because he has another meeting.
Need some help, Mr. Chair?
Let's see if that works for us.
She was asking if we could do Robertson's bill, so it's 14 first.
Mr. Robertson. We're going to, since you've asked and Senator Thompson didn't ask, and you're going to, if you would go to the podium. Seniority didn't get the honors on that.
Was a cry left.
I'd take my mask off while I testify. And I think a little more hair was an understatement, but Mr. Chairman, I'm going to be speaking on Senate Bill 114. And again, what this legislation does is it allows an individual who either currently has a professional license, such as HVAC or plumbing or electrician, to be able to apply for either their license to be reinstated, or if they go through the training while they're incarcerated and come out, they have the opportunity to apply for the license while they're under supervision by Community Supervision Department of the state. It does not include any individual who has been incarcerated for a Chapter 5 crime, which would be, the murder, rape, kidnapping, aggravated assault, any of those violent felonies, nor would it allow anyone on a sex offender registry list to be able to get their professional license using this legislation. I think the advantage to it is we've had a lot of the licensing groups, including those groups that cover the electricians, plumbers, and the unique special licenses and home building and others come forth saying they like this legislation because it allows them to use experienced licensed individuals as employees, while at the same time knowing that occasionally a probation officer could stop by the job site and check on them and make sure they're performing well and following all the guidelines that the Department of Community Supervision has placed on them. And because currently in the system, if an individual gets out of prison, they are not allowed to apply for a license if they are under supervision by the state. And as we know in our criminal justice reform, Governor Deal went a long way in getting people out, but a lot of them are still under supervision.
All right. Any questions from any of the committee members? Well, besides talking the bill to death, you did a pretty good job of it.
Yes, sir. I was trying to give the chairman time to catch your breath, sir.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do see some questions. Mr. Carpenter? No? No? You're now recognized. We have a motion. Do we have a second? Any further discussion? Any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
You're welcome. Senator Thompson. Seniority.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a straightforward, simple bill. You've already heard this bill, a House version come through, but this is Senate Bill 27, should be LC 36447S. Currently in statute, military personnel that are current or that have transitioned out have 180 days to be able to apply to you. I'm sorry, 4475. I have my glasses on. Thank you. It's that age thing. And proceed.
Yes, go ahead.
All right. So what happens is currently military personnel have 180 days by statute to be able to apply to the boards to be able to have their license recognized. With COVID and some of the other states now, they have taken that to 2 years to be able to give them adequate time to be able to do the same. Again, you
This-
pass this bill out
This
unanimous.
this smells an awful lot like a Representative Heath Clark bill.
Representative Heath Clark bill is sitting over in the
All
Senate
right.
right now.
Questions from any of the committee members? Questions from the committee members? If not, what's the pleasure? You're recognized for a motion. We have a motion. We have a second. Any further questions from any of the committee members? I do have a question.
Yes, sir.
The vice chairman of this committee has a bill in your committee.
Might be the bill that's being heard on Wednesday.
342?
I believe that's on our agenda
Y'all don't
Wednesday.
have any problems hearing this bill, do you?
No, I think it's on the agenda for Wednesday.
Very good. If not, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Opposed?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
you, Senator.
Appreciate it. Commissioner.
We appreciate it. And thank you for the courtesies to the vice chairman.
Yes, sir.
All right. Senator Gann, House Bill 219.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman, the members of the committee.
Brevity is of a high value. We don't need to have a exhibition with Coke and Sprite cans.
Two things. If somebody will move due pass, I'll leave you alone and pass that sucker.
I
So
think since I'm handling this bill and I was sort of worked with the folks in drafting it, very tight language, committee members, that allows if a company owns more than one brewery, that they can transport product that they manufacture from one of their breweries to another, if that's where they're serving it. Very tight. Look at here. We have a motion. We
Yeah,
have a
passed out a
second.
subcommittee yesterday overwhelming, so we'll make the motion do pass.
We have a motion. We have a second. Any further questions from any of the committee members? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
See how easy that was, Frank.
that works great for me,
Excuse
Mr. Chairman. I even
Excuse
like
me,
that
Senator.
explanation better than mine.
I appreciate it
Thank you.
very much. And last but not least, we have Senate Bill 145. Mr. Brass.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. Y'all have already seen most of this bill from Representative Ballinger. Allows by referendum a local municipality or county to place package sales on the ballot for a vote. And should it pass, it gives them the authority, does not mandate, but does give them the authority to issue package sales licenses. The only difference in my bill and Chairwoman Ballinger's bill is I added a second piece, which takes the referendum or the petition piece of 35% of your registered voters. We've reduced that percentage from 35 to 20. So you've got a either or, you can get it on the ballot.
All right. Questions from the committee members? Any questions from the committee members? Anybody in the committee members out there in Zoom land that have any questions?
No, sir.
No
Mr.
questions.
Chairman.
Yes, sir. Mr. Smith.
No question, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, no questions. All right. No questions. What's the pleasure of the committee? Motions are in order. We have a motion. Second. Any further questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pretty clear. Ayes have it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for
Thank you, Mr.
today's agenda. And we will be possibly, since days are narrowing down, we'll probably be meeting possibly toward the end of the week or maybe outside of our normal hours. I want to thank y'all for being here.